He lived longer than most of his friends. He lived through war, recession, pandemics, and every hardship you could imagine. At 95 years old, he still had a sharp mind, a warm laugh, and a grip strong enough to surprise the young doctors who treated him. But when someone asked him, "What's the biggest lesson you've learned about living long?" he didn't talk about superfoods, or exercise, or genetics. He leaned forward, locked eyes with the person, and said, "If you want to live long, there's one thing you must never, ever do." And what he said next shocked everyone in the room. The common trap everyone falls into. Most people think the secret to long life is doing more vitamins, more gym time, more doctor visits, more healthy habits. But he shook his head. "No," he said. "It's not about what you add. It's about what you avoid. Because the thing that shortens most lives isn't something you lack. It's something you slowly allow into your life without even realizing it. And by the time it's there, it's almost too late." The silent killer, the one thing he warned against? Bitterness. Holding on to anger. Nursing resentment. Letting small injustices fester into lifelong grudges. That, not diet, not disease, not accidents, was what he believed robbed more people of their years than anything else. At first, it sounds almost too simple. How could emotions affect how long you live? But science now backs what he knew from experience. Chronic anger raises blood pressure. Resentment increases cortisol, damaging the heart and brain. Bitterness weakens immune function. Long-term emotional stress accelerates cellular aging. Bitterness is like drinking slow poison, hoping someone else will suffer. And it eats you from the inside, every day, every hour, every minute. His story. A life almost lost to bitterness. He wasn't always wise. At 45, he lost everything in a business betrayal. A man he trusted, a friend he loved like a brother, stole his life's savings. For years after, he lived in rage. He replayed the betrayal every night. He cursed his bad luck. He trusted no one. He closed his heart to new opportunities. And during those years, his health plummeted. Stomach ulcers, chronic headaches, high blood pressure, sleepless nights. Doctors gave him pills. But no pill could fix a soul rotting from inside. One day, after a terrifying chest pain that landed him in the hospital, the doctor sat by his bed and said something simple. "If you want to live, you have to let go." At first, he didn't understand. He thought the doctor meant quitting smoking, cutting salt, exercising more. But the doctor wasn't talking about his body. He was talking about his heart, his mind, his spirit. He realized in that moment, it wasn't the betrayal that was killing him, it was his refusal to heal. The turning point. Lying there, staring at the hospital ceiling, he asked himself a hard question. Is the pain of holding on really worth more than the peace of letting go? The answer was obvious. It wasn't. So, for the first time in years, he decided to forgive the man who betrayed him. To forgive himself for being fooled. To forgive life for being unfair. Not because the betrayal was okay. Not because he wasn't hurt. But because he chose life over bitterness. And from that day, everything changed. The healing that followed, slowly but surely, his blood pressure lowered. His headaches faded. His digestion improved. His sleep returned. His laughter, real laughter, came back. He started seeing beauty again. He opened his heart to new friendships. He rebuilt a small business from scratch, not with resentment but with gratitude. By choosing peace, he chose health. By choosing forgiveness, he chose life. Why bitterness is so deadly? You can have the best diet in the world. You can run marathons. You can meditate and do yoga. But if your heart carries the weight of anger, resentment, regret, your body pays the price. Chronic stress releases cortisol, which ages your cells faster. Bitterness hardens arteries, leading to heart disease. Rage disrupts gut health, leading to inflammation. Grudges weaken the immune system, making you vulnerable to illness. It's not abstract. It's biological. Bitterness isn't just a feeling. It's a toxin. And every day you hold onto it, it poisons you a little more. His 95-year-old advice at 95, looking back at the friends he lost, not to accidents or diseases, but to broken hearts and angry souls. He realized, the ones who lived the longest weren't the strongest. They weren't the richest. They weren't the most disciplined. They were the ones who let go. They let go of betrayals. They let go of failures. They let go of dreams that didn't come true. They let go of what they couldn't control. And by letting go, they created space inside themselves for something else. Joy, laughter, new beginnings, healing, resilience. They didn't pretend pain didn't exist. They didn't deny the reality of loss. But they refused to build their homes in bitterness. Instead, they built their homes in gratitude, even for imperfect, messy, unpredictable life. The science of letting go. Modern research now supports what the 95-year-old man discovered through experience. Studies show that people who practice forgiveness have lower blood pressure, experience fewer symptoms of depression and anxiety, show stronger immune function, enjoy better sleep, report higher overall life satisfaction. Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's medicine. And it's one of the strongest predictors of healthy aging. What forgiveness really means. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean excusing hurtful behavior. It doesn't even mean reconciling with the person who harmed you. Forgiveness means freeing yourself. It's taking the poison out of your own veins. It's choosing to no longer let your past pain dictate your present joy. It's an act of radical self-care. And it's one of the bravest things you can do. The 5-minute habit that saved his life. The 95-year-old man shared one daily habit that helped him. Every night before bed, he asked himself, what am I holding onto that I can put down tonight? Sometimes it was a small irritation. Sometimes it was a deep hurt. Sometimes it was just stress. But every night, he practiced letting go. Little by little, night by night, he lightened the burden he carried through life. And that, he believed, was why he lived so long, and lived so well. A warning to us all. Before he passed, he left a message for his family. Take care of your heart, not just with food and exercise, but with forgiveness. Don't let anger rob you of the years you could spend laughing, loving, and living. The biggest threat to your life isn't out there. It's what you choose to carry inside. He watched too many people die younger than they should have, not because of illness, not because of accidents, but because they allowed bitterness to close their hearts. A closed heart slowly closes the body, too. The vessels stiffen. The nerves fray. The immune system cracks. Life demands openness to thrive. When you close yourself off in anger, you stop life from flowing through you. And once the flow stops, disease, despair, and decay creep in. His simple formula for longevity. He said you can sum up a long life in 3 simple choices. 1. Eat real food. 2. Move your body every day. 3. Forgive faster than you want to. It's not about perfection. It's not about following trends. It's about consistency, humility, and heart. Because no matter how well you eat, how often you exercise, or how clean your lifestyle is, if your heart stays heavy, your years will be fewer and darker. The new kind of strength. We often think strength is about endurance, grit, toughness. But real strength is softness at the right moments. The ability to say, I was hurt, but I won't live there forever. I lost something, but I still have life. I was betrayed, but I won't betray myself by clinging to rage. The strongest people he knew were not the ones who fought the hardest. They were the ones who healed the fastest. They grieved, and then they stood up. They forgave, and then they moved forward. And in doing so, they extended their lives far beyond what seemed possible. Why this matters now more than ever. We live in an angry world. News designed to outrage you. Social media built to divide you. constant reminders of injustice and betrayal. Bitterness is easier now than it has ever been. It's sold to us like candy. But it's poison, slow, addictive, and deadly. And the people who will live long, happy, vibrant lives will not be the angriest. They will be the ones who refused to drink the poison. The ones who chose forgiveness over fury. Healing over hatred. So if you take anything from the 95-year-old story, let it be this. Your greatest act of self-preservation isn't a new diet. It's not a new fitness regimen. It's not a new supplement. It's laying down the burdens you were never meant to carry. Every moment you hold a grudge, you give away a little piece of your future. Every second you nurse old anger, you trade away energy, clarity, and time. But when you forgive, truly, fully, deeply, you reclaim that energy. You restore your peace. You open the door to years you might have otherwise lost. A challenge for you tonight: before you sleep, ask yourself, what bitterness can I release tonight, even if just a little? Maybe it's a grudge from years ago. Maybe it's a fight from yesterday. Maybe it's disappointment with yourself. Whatever it is, let it go. Not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve freedom. And because your life, your precious, beautiful, fleeting life, deserves to be lived with a light heart and open hands. Final words: the 95-year-old man didn't live long because he was lucky. He lived long because he was wise. He learned that the real enemy wasn't disease, or time, or bad luck. It was bitterness. And he defeated it, day after day, choice after choice, by forgiving faster than it hurt. If this story moved you, if it made you reflect, if it inspired you to live lighter and longer, then please, speech balloon, share this video with someone who might need this message. Thumbs up, smash that like button to help more people find their path to peace. Bell, subscribe to Human Health Hub for more powerful, life-changing stories like this. Your future, vibrant, joyful, and free, is waiting for you. Start living it today. Thank you for watching.